This is the Big Spring Overlook. It's at the end of the scenic drive in the Canyonlands Needles District. It's also the beginning of the hike that we're taking today. Hey folks, this is Lazy Hiker. I'm in Canyonlands National Park in the Needles District. We're going to do the Confluence Overlook Trail today. This is 10 miles total. It's straightforward hike, straight there, straight back. Only one little complication, but that's the road, so won't get confused there. Pretty much you follow the road here. So I was on a hike last year, talked to a guy about this trail. I said, well, that's on my maybe list. And he says, no, it can't be your maybe list. You gotta go. So I didn't get to go last year, but I am going now. Hopefully he's right. On this picture, you can definitely tell you got the Green and Colorado rivers merging. So you can, and they're about the same size at this point. But many times you can't tell, it's not that clear. So we'll see how it is today. The first part of the trail is a rather steep descent into the bottom of the canyon. So already I know this will be at least a difficult trail, if not strenuous. You get to the bottom, you'll know if you want to continue on. And then of course you have to ascend the other side of the canyon. Up, up, up. And we're at the top. And we may have to go down again. Hopefully we'll stay on the shelf at some point. Well, they're helping us out with a ladder here. We gotta go up there. Well, the whole trail's not up and down, so a little bit of flat area to walk at least. Well, it took me 52 minutes to go the first mile, which is a rather disappointing pace. The first half mile though is very tough, up and down, straight up, straight down, then straight up actually, before you get to a little bit of leveling off. It's going to be a hot one today. It's going to be hazy as well. May not even be able to see the confluence. I mean, I will see it, but not well. Walking up a wash for a little ways here. We hiked above another ridge. And gives you a good viewpoint of the Needles. And we're going to continue that way. Probably see that little gap there. That's a guess. They were playing up there. One of those sightseeing planes that are so annoying. It rained last night, so there's some water in the potholes, which if I get desperate on the way back, I may need to filter some of that. And there's the Needles out to the left. And south. Just past that pothole, you have to descend steeply. This section and the section just above it are very difficult. You never want to go down because you know you always have to come back up, especially on a out and back hike. This is almost straight down. Oh. It is the cairn, so this is the trail. There's footsteps. So when you lose the trail, look down, straight down or straight up. You might find it again. This is looking straight down. This is the trail. At 3.4 miles, you'll cross the road, the four-wheel drive road, Elvin Hill Road. This is going to meet up with the road again, and then we'll have to follow the road for a little ways, but it's a little bit of shortcut for hikers. This section after crossing the road is gradual up and down, but very exposed. There's going to be no shade here, so be forewarned in the heat of the summer. And we have a sign. 1.1 mile. Because there's another trail here, and I have no idea where that goes. There it says Cyclone Canyon to the right. Big Spring Trailhead's 4.0 miles. It's actually 4.2. Alright, we're at the end of the road. There's a picnic table here. It's going to be in shade some part of the day. And there's an outhouse here if you need that. There is not one at the beginning of the trail, I should note. So stop at the visitor center or whatever before you head out. So my GPS says we're at 4.8 miles and we have another half mile to go. So that is going to be more like 5.3 miles total. We'll see. And there's the confluence of the Green and Colorado rivers turning into the Colorado River. It's 5.2 miles to this point. So 10.4 miles total because we're going back the same way. I started at 7:30 and it's 11 o'clock. So 3.5 hours for me to get here. The first mile is definitely the toughest. There are some more ups and downs to go through. But after 3.4 miles, it's pretty flat until you get to the trail coming here. Okay, I met one of the hikers that passed me on the way here, and he told me to come down to the left of the viewpoint and go over here, and we'll be able to see the river much better. So add another 0.1 mile to your trip and you can do this. The trail is easy to follow. Obviously a lot of people have done this. And it is a better view here. Well, I'm feeling a little sprinkle. I've been here about an hour, just resting, goofing off, had lunch. I'm gonna go back probably about 2 miles or so, and then maybe set up my hammock if it's not raining. If not, I'm gonna find some kind of shelter and goof off and read a book, something like that. Enjoy the day. It's a lot cooler than it was on Friday, which is definitely helpful. So if I have some more stuff to show you, I definitely will. But thanks for watching The Lazy Hiker, and enjoy your hike. And walking down the road back. A little better lighting now. The road's pretty flat and simple, easy. We're about to turn off of it up here in just a minute. Here's a look towards Cyclone Canyon. There's a trail that goes that way for about 4 miles. See this better in the light of day. And starting from here, it's a scramble all the way to the top. Not just where you can see, but to the left and around to the right again. Heading back now after my rest in the hammock at 2 miles to go. Someone got creative with this rock here, made an arrow out of it. That's cute. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. It's only a mile from here. The cloud's going to help me out because it's a little warm now. Okay, we've got a half mile to get to the parking lot, which you can see in the distance over there. This trail is not for the beginner hiker. The ups and downs are quite extreme sometimes. Some rock crawling involved, steep steps. It is maintained, but it's not easy at all. I wouldn't recommend sandals or flip-flops or anything like that. Make sure you have some good shoes. The trail itself is nice. It's not the best in Canyonlands Needles District. The payoff at the end of the confluence is nice, but I don't know. It's also disappointing. It's just not all it's talked up to be. It's just two rivers meeting. The colors are different, so it's a little neat, but two rivers meet on many occasions. So that's up to you. The canyons themselves are steep there, so that's interesting too. But as far as scenery goes, you're going to be much better off going to Elephant Hill and to the Squaw Flats Trailhead and doing some of those hikes going to Druid Arch, Chestnut Park, Joint Trail, Big Spring Canyon Loop with Squaw Canyon or Elephant Canyon. So I would not make this your first and only trip, your only hike if you're coming to Canyonlands. If you want to complete everything like me, then it's a good one to do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this trail. It's nice. It's just not as good as everything else. I'm doing this on a Sunday. I'm at 6 people, so it's not well used trail, which is why I chose to do it on a Sunday. I think that's about it. Thanks for watching Lazy Hiker, and enjoy your hike. Here's the ladder going down again. I just wanted to add that you have to be aware of the rock cairns on this trail. Easy to get lost or lose the trail. You can always find your way back generally, but I did lose the trail once today. Easily found my way back, but sometimes the trail doesn't go where you think it should.